In the heart-stopping world of bull riding, where courage clashes with chaos, and champions are forged in the dust, something unexpected happened. Mason Lowe, who was a bull riding legend, ended up dying at the hands of the beast he was riding. Mason Lowe wasn't just a cowboy. He was a force to be reckoned with in the heart-pounding world of bull riding. He was born on September 12, 1993, in the middle of Exeter, Missouri. This is where Mason Lowe's exciting journey into bull riding started. Mason grew up in a small town, where he learned the importance of hard work, family, and a sense of community that comes with living in the country. When he was 3 years old, he rode the milk calves on his family's farm, which sparked his interest in bull riding. Early video and touching interviews with Mason's family show glimpses of a young man who already had a spirit for adventure. Because Missouri has such vast wooded and open areas, his love for animals and the outdoors began to grow. After a while, he realized that bull riding was his true calling. Bull riding was both exciting and difficult for Mason when he first started. When he was younger, he would practice on homemade bulls on the family farm. He had a natural ability to stay on even the bumpiest rides. When his family saw how much he loved the sport, they became an instant support system for him and pushed him to keep doing it. Soon, Mason moved from the family farm to local rodeos, where he showed off his raw skill and bravery. He rode in junior rodeos and skipped high school rodeos to focus on bull riding as an amateur when he was 15. He competed all over the Midwest. He said that he sometimes wished he had participated in high school rodeos, but he also thought that the amateur events had made him better prepared for professional tours. These early competitions not only helped him get better, but also set the stage for an amazing future. It became clear that Mason Lowe was meant to do very well in bull riding. Growing up and watching the PBR, he identified Chris Shivers as a role model. When Mason Lowe moved up from small rodeos to professional bull riding, his skills on the back of a bull quickly became the talk of the town. Mason competed in events all over the country, and his shows were nothing less than amazing. His ability to stay on top of the toughest bulls showed not only how talented he was, but also how determined he was to win the sport. Lowe quickly rose through the ranks, becoming well known not only among fans, but also among experienced riders and rodeo pros. Because of his unique style and lack of fear in the ring, he quickly caught the attention of big rodeo events, such as the Professional Bull Riders circuit, which is very competitive. Mason Lowe wasn't just a rising star. He was becoming a force to be reckoned with in the world of bull riding. This becomes clear in talks with other riders and PBR officials. His friends admired both how good he was at the sport and how much he cared about it. Mason was doing more than just riding bulls. He was also setting a high bar for other riders to follow. Mason started to do more and more great things, and his name became linked to success in the rodeo ring. His skill was recognized with important wins and awards, which cemented his place as one of the best bull riders in the business. Even though Mason was getting more and more praise, he stayed humble. This was because of his small-town values. In interviews, Mason talked about his own thoughts and how important it was to work hard, keep going, and value the sport. His journey wasn't just about winning for himself. It was also about adding to the history of bull riding and encouraging other people to follow their goals. Lowe got his PBR card as soon as he turned 18. He began touring in 2015 and made it to the PBR World Finals, where he won $102,000. He was ranked 164th in the world in his first events. He was thought to be one of the best up-and-coming riders at the start of his second season, competing with more experienced riders. He got his first 90-point ride in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, at the beginning of this season. He rode a bull named Bruiser, earning 91 points. Around the middle of his second season, he went 6 rounds without finishing in the top 10. But in the 7th round at Albuquerque, he won, giving him his first Built Ford Tough Series victory. After the Ford Series victory, he returned in February 2017 at the Sprint Center in his home state of Missouri, where he was ranked 12th in the world at the time. Lowe moved up to 9th place in the world rankings with a 90.75-point ride at the Iron Cowboy competition in February 2017 at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. He was only the second rider to finish a ride on Smooth Operator in a competition. Early in June 2017, he hurt himself slightly on a finished ride. He walked funny for a while, but it didn't get in the way of his competition plans. At the 14th J.W. Hart PBR Challenge, he won his next ride with another 8-second stay in the 2-round battle. He was 11th in the world after this. He made more than $110,000 in prize money that year. Lowe always liked competing close to home. He made it to the PBR World Finals 3 times, from 2015 to 2017, but not in 2018, which was his last full season. What made Mason Lowe so unique? By its very nature, bull riding is a very hard and dangerous sport, and Mason Lowe was used to the difficulties it brought. From the physical pain of injuries to the mental stress of competition, Mason's journey was full of times when he had to show how strong he was. Riding a bull always comes with the risk of getting hurt, and Mason had his fair share. Hurdles like broken bones, sprains, and concussions happen all the time for bull riders. Even though it hurt and there were setbacks, Mason's resolve to get through showed them how much he loved the sport. Some things went wrong on Mason's path, but what made him special was that he was able to get back up stronger after each one. Not only did his comebacks show how strong he was physically, they also showed how strong he was mentally. Aspiring bull riders have, and still do, look up to Mason Lowe's ability to bounce back from setbacks, whether it was coming back from an accident or a rough stretch of competitions. Athletes often forget how important mental toughness is to their success when they are bull riding. Mason Lowe, who was known for staying calm in dangerous situations, talked about how he mentally gets ready. Mason's mental toughness was a big part of his success. He used techniques like meditation to stay focused, even when things got crazy in the arena. All of these things made it so much harder to bear when his soon-to-be last ride happened. On January 15, 2019, during a PBR event in Denver, Colorado, tragedy struck, and the rodeo world lost one of its brightest stars. The news of Mason Lowe's passing sent shockwaves through the rodeo community and beyond. The arena, which was once filled with cheers for his remarkable rides, fell silent. The accident happened on January 15, 2019 at a PBR Velocity Tour event at the Denver Coliseum in Denver, Colorado. Lowe was riding a bull named Hard Times when he was thrown from it. Once Mason was on the ground, the bull turned around and stepped hard on his chest before moving out of the way. Witnesses say he stood up and then grabbed his chest before falling down. His heart valve, and aorta were badly damaged when the 1-ton bull crushed his chest, even though he was wearing safety gear. He was treated at Denver Health Medical Center, but later died. The event was moved to the next day, and all the riders wore memory patches. To show their support, the PBR sent help to his wife Abby. They said that the bull, Hard Times, will keep competing because they think the accident was completely unintentional. He was the third bull rider to die in a ride since the PBR began. Despite the tragedy, Mason Lowe's legacy lived on. People in the rodeo community came together to celebrate his memory, showing how the sport brings people together. Fans, fellow athletes, and even people who weren't in rodeo sent tributes, which showed how much Mason meant to many people. Several projects were started after Mason Lowe's death to make sure that his legacy would continue to make a good difference. Many scholarships and foundations were set up in his honor to help prospective bull riders and improve the lives of participants in the rodeo community. The PBR briefly changed the name of their annual Premier Series event at the Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri to honor Mason Lowe for the 2019 season. Since 2019, the yearly Riding with Mason Lowe event in Cassville, Missouri has been held to honor his life. The event didn't happen in 2020 because of the COVID-19 outbreak, but it did happen again in 2021. The Riding with Mason Lowe event was a part of PBR's lower level Touring Pro division in 2019 and 2021. In 2022, it became a separate, unofficial event. For the past few years, the PBR has offered the Mason Lowe Award to the rider with the best single Unleash the Beast series score during the regular season. Whenever one of Mason Lowe's friends, Jess Lockwood, goes, he carries a little reminder of his friend and fellow cowboy Mason Lowe. A cross made from the leather of Lowe's boots the day the professional bull rider died inside the pen at the Denver Coliseum. The cross stays in Lockwood's rodeo gear bag, evidence of the risk he takes every time he mounts a bucking bull. To have a friend pass away doing what I do every weekend, it changed your mindset for damn sure, said Lockwood, the third-ranked bull rider in the world. It kinda makes you just appreciate everything you got in life. In November 2019, Lockwood stood before thousands of fans in the Las Vegas arena to accept the first cross. He smiled lightly as he held the small wooden box, the corners of his mouth quivering as he put an arm around Lowe's widow, Abby. Mason was everyone's friend, Lockwood said. To have something like that happen, to win an award given in his memory, is pretty damn cool. Mason's journey may have been cut short, but his legacy lives on through the memories shared by friends, family, and fans. Let us take a moment to celebrate the incredible life of Mason Lowe, a true legend in the world of bull riding. Thank you for joining us on this tribute to Mason Lowe. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below sharing your favorite Mason Lowe moment. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, ride on and remember the legend that was Mason Lowe.